Glendower has proved to be one of the biggest stages ever played on for an American making his way on the Sunshine Tour. Zack Byrd has enjoyed his first SA Open.
Played a US Open in the States, and that's the only thing I can compare it to. It's the most people I've played in front of, and the crowds are good, and the course is phenomenal, and it was a great week. I wish the weekend would have gone a little better, but it was a great experience. Glad to play the weekend in my first one, and looking forward to coming back next year for sure.
You may remember we got to know Zack on Sunshine Tour Weekly last May, when he was pleased to be taking his first steps into the unknown.
I've loved it. You read things in the paper in the United States and things don't always sound the same, and I come over here and it's 100 times better than I thought it was going to be. And I tell everybody in the States that, it's not what you think it is, and I mean, look at the golf course, look at the crowds. This is a first class area, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. The plans are to come back next year. Obviously I need to finish top 50 to get my card back. I've lost a sponsor, so was very close to not being able to come to this event, and if I missed the cut I was probably really done. So I think I've made enough money this week that I'm going to at least be able to finish the year, and then hopefully we'll raise some money, and I'm definitely in for coming back next year.
The financial rewards in golf can be enormous, of course, but they're not guaranteed, even for a former college roommate of Dustin Johnson.
It's very difficult to raise money to play in the States. I don't really know how it is here. I'm not from here, but very difficult to find money in the States. I've been very fortunate to have a guy the last 2 years, and just found out December 31st that he wasn't coming in for another year. So it was quite a shock. So it's a struggle that we all have at this level. Some guys are fortunate to find good sponsors, or a family member or whatever, and some guys aren't. So, you just have to gut through it, and at the end of the day, if I play well this weekend, it didn't matter, and unfortunately I didn't. So I've got enough to go home and come back and play a few more. So, if I have a good end of the season, we'll be fine. But yeah, it's a struggle that all the guys, face at one point in their life.
The 31-year-old has largely played on lower-tier tours in America, but elected to try his hand at Q School, came through in 22nd place, and has very much liked the experience of playing 12 events since.
It's so different here than the States. It's so nice. Guys actually pull for each other. You get done, you go have a beer and hang out and have a chat. In the States, it is not even close to that. It's so cutthroat, and you're friends with nobody, and you travel with a guy, and that's your guy. That's who you hang out with. Here, guys are so friendly, and that's something I've loved about this tour. I've played all around the world. The guys here really were welcoming from day one, and that's officials, tournament officials, players, everything. It's been an experience that I didn't expect to happen. Usually they don't want you here if you're not from wherever the tour that you're playing. They don't necessarily act like they want you there. Here, it's not been the case. It's been phenomenal.
Zack's impressed, with a runner-up placing at the Investec Royal Swazi Open the highlight, followed by 2 further top 10 finishes. That translates into this commanding position to get his name on the Bobby Locke Trophy. Form hasn't been quite so hot from the autumn onwards, so he's 46th place on the order of merit.
Obviously a goal was top 50. I wanted to secure the European Tour events for next year, all the full fields. Rookie of the Year was a goal and a win. So that's Rookie of the Year's, I got to finish the year out well. For top 50, I'll have to finish the year out well, but I at least have those chances, and I need to cap off that win. I need to find somewhere to grab a win. We need to go back to Swaziland, I guess.
Yes, he very nearly won in Swazi, just 1 point behind Peter Karmis. Now, there's a tricky balancing act to come after some marvellous news at home.
Got a 7-week-old baby at home. I've got a 2-year-old baby at home. So I'm certainly going to come back. I just don't know how often. Potentially, I think I'll do Diadata, Cape Town, Schwani. I'd like to play Eye of Africa, but I'm just going to see how the wife's handling the babies by herself. So if I can play all four, certainly, and if I can afford all four, I'll certainly be at all four, but we'll see. I got to figure some things out when I get home.
Yeah, good luck with that. A good addition to the Sunshine Tour. You're welcome anytime, Zack.